As long as I'm on the subject of unhinged MAGA who can't control their feelings and feel the need to take them out on literal children at protests, I want to talk about this incident with a grown-ass woman who is a MAGA counter-protester at a high school protest. She thinks she's doing something. I bet you are, babe. Didn't go how you thought, huh?
Would you like to leave now?
She needs a half dozen cops to escort her out and keep her safe. What a waste of resources. I'm going to show you a video from another angle in just a second, but I want to ask you, what do you think this lady thought that she was doing? What did she think she was going to accomplish by doing this? So many of these clips, I have so many clips on my phone, of agitated MAGA who are attempting to be counter-protesters at student demonstrations, literal children demonstrating, and these adults are so dysregulated. They are so worked up, incensed over this, that they have to go try and start shit with literal children. She had this look on her face, and so many of these guys do. They get this kind of giddy look on their face, like they think they're somehow owning the libs. They think that they're doing something, and then it goes sideways for them very quickly. I really want to know what was her thought process? What did she think? What did she think she was going to accomplish? Like, girl, we know, just looking at you, we know that you're a Trumper. You didn't need to go stand with a sign where you Sharpied on the back of a Trump sign, like, I voted for Trump, and then you're telling all the kids that he's the president. No shit, they know he's the president. That's why they're out protesting, babe. To act like you shouldn't speak out against the president is a deeply un-American sentiment. I realize that MAGA in this country, 5, 6, 7 years ago, they were the party that literally jerked off to the Constitution. They wore the Constitution on a shirt. They had it on the back, decal on the back of their white pickup truck that was all waxed and never saw a spot of dirt, right? They were so in love with the Constitution. All originalists. What did the founding fathers intend? And now they're like, sure, let ICE go and violate, the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the 14th Amendment. We're just going to pretend the Constitution doesn't exist at all. Definitely not free speech. If we are upset by your speech, if it gives us uncomfortable feelings, then we want to silence you. How quickly they have abandoned the Constitution and the proud history of this country, right? Did they not pay attention in U.S. government? Did they not take civics? I mean, I took civics in Texas, and I still got a real good dose in conservative Texas about what it means to be an American and exercise your rights, like almost a veneration of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. It was definitely all that, like, don't tread on me, right? It was all, we need these rights to protect us from the government. And they weren't wrong. They were envisioning some kind of like libs in the government. We need our Constitution to protect us from the government who would love to trample all over us. But it's the government of Donald Trump. It's the government that all the pro-Constitution folks have voted for. I don't understand getting upset at somebody else's constitutionally protected right to free speech. And I actually thought about, for contrast, putting some clips in of when neo-Nazis have been marching over the last 6 months around the South in Kentucky and Arkansas and a number of other places, because the contrast is so strong. We have hate groups marching in the streets, and there's like no response. The response that you see is that the citizens of those communities are just gray rocking them. They're not giving them any attention. They're bored, uninterested. They're not bothering to engage at all. right? And they're like, okay, these guys, they can go do their thing. It's not something we're going to let bother us because we're grown-ups and we know how to handle our discomfort. But these MAGAs, they sure don't. They sure don't. I just don't understand. What do they think that they're doing? What do they think that they're doing? Now, a number of these incidents, I put a video out a little bit ago, a number of these incidents turn violent. We have adult men showing up with firearms, unholstered. They've got their firearm out, or they're hitting children. They're beating on children, or they are right-wing grifters. They're hoping to create an incident to get content, right? Getting children arrested because they're starting shit. They're starting a fight. And at so many of these youth walkout protests, somebody rolls up in a pickup truck and rolls down the window and starts yelling. Or they might have a flag on the back of their pickup truck. They've got a sign and they're just shouting shit, right? They're so angry at seeing fellow Americans exercising their constitutional rights that they got to try and start something. They got to put their feelings all over people. They have to make sure that everybody knows they're really big mad, they're really unhappy. I don't get it. I don't get it. My primary concern is, how do we keep our kids safe when they are exercising their rights? How do we keep our kids safe at these protests? Okay, let me show you a video from the other angle. And then middle and high school protest, literal children. And this is assault. She tackled a child. That woman caused 100% of the problem. Grateful to see the parents encouraging children to go elsewhere and to Grey Rock. Don't give her anything. The parents are doing a really good job here. Parents or teachers, I'm not sure which. That's right. Good job, Mama. She's trying so hard to get content. It's so funny after seeing her angle to see this angle. Who's she talking to? The kids are all doing their own thing. They're not paying any attention to her anymore. She's trying so hard to get their attention. Okay, it goes on that way for a little bit until she gets upset and she leaves, right? I want to say mad props to the teachers and or parents in that video. They did a really good job of de-escalating and redirecting, right? One of the key parts of de-escalation is helping redirect people's attention elsewhere. She got the student protesters to focus on their mission, what they were there to do, and to not give that lady any attention, to just gray rock the shit out of her. And I'm so grateful that we have adults who are willing to serve in that capacity at protests so that students can exercise their rights. Because there's going to be more. There's going to be more of these MAGA chuddies and chudettes. There's going to be more of these guys at protests, and we need to learn how to deal with them. You should go watch the video I put out right before this one because I talk about that a lot.